A win's a win in this league, hard fought. I think it's not the way you want to win every week. You want to win a little cleaner, but proud of the way our team found a way, and I thought our defense did a tremendous job all game long. They faced some adversity, but they did a tremendous job all game and really gave us a chance on offense to move the football. They gave us short fields, and it took all 4 quarters plus overtime, but did some positive things and used a lot of different guys in our offense to make a difference for us, which was great to see. So, we'll take this win, get back to 500 now, and go into the bye week, try to get some, healed up, and then get ready for the big games up ahead.
Kirk on the touchdown to win it there. KJ said he was probably the second read there. What's your progression as you're going through that?
It really comes down to how they choose to play it. Pre-snap, I didn't feel good about it, but there's always a post-snap read, and post-snap, corner squatted a little bit on the curl route by JJ, and I just felt like I put it over his head, and let KJ go get it. What I loved was KJ's ability to go get it, and then his ability to finish, and not let it be down on the 1, but to actually say, he's in. I think that's a great example of KJ's ability.
How often does that happen when you're kind of under center? You see how it looks. You're like, I don't love how this is, and then it switches after the snap, and you do get something you like.
Yeah, most every play, you kind of have your pre-snap feel and your post-snap, and many times it does change. NFL defenses do a good job of disguising and moving late, and that's kind of the challenge of playing quarterback, is knowing that you have to decide, you have to make quick decisions with a lot of things moving post-snap.
Kirk, what is he adding to this offense? Like you said, they're cheating on Jefferson because obviously Jefferson's the big name and great talent, but here's this guy making these clutch catches.
Yeah, I mean, he's continued to just be a tremendous player for us. We talked about it with all you guys sitting here in August, and we said he's had a great OTA, he's had a great camp. I think you all saw it, watching practice, and I said you just hope that it carries over to games, because that's what matters. But as far as what he can do so far before the games have been played, he's done everything right, and I'm just happy that it's now shown up in games and shown up a lot in crunch time too. Even in a couple tight losses, he was targeted late in games in tight windows on difficult catches. So can't say enough good things about the contribution he has made for our offense. And on the final play, that's a great design by Clint, to give us that chance, to give us that read and that opportunity to high-low the corner and and have a chance to end it right there.
Where's KJ in the third down play? Where was he in the progression?
Yeah, he's not the primary. He's really the third guy. JJ and Adam were the primary, as I guess you could guess. But when I didn't feel like they were there, I actually lost sight of the corner route, and so I didn't want to force it. And as I came across, KJ won on the deep cross across the field, which is low percentage in terms of the odds of getting to it. But when he had that kind of separation, I felt I needed to throw it, and I just thought it was a really good catch because the ball was a little bit behind him or on his back shoulder, and he did a really nice job holding on.
What's it say about getting the offense rolling in the second half today?
Well, we got it rolling certainly at times, but there were still series where you're underperforming, and so it goes both ways. But I felt the defense's turnovers really helped us, gave us short fields, and I think at times kind of that helped spark us too. And that's where you realize complementary football makes a big difference, to get kind of that wind at your back because of the way your defense is playing.
Kirk, when you have a third receiver that you can trust like that, how much does that change your job, or how much does it make it easier knowing that if your first two reads are taken away, you have another guy that you can go to there?
Yeah, I think part of the reason I throw the deep cross to KJ on that third down when we're sprinting right is because I feel that he's shown up so many times. Let's give him that chance. But I got a lot of confidence in D.D. Westbrooks too. So it's great to have. We've been going a lot of 5-wide sets. We really spread the ball around, and there are a lot of players who can make a difference for us, I think, as you guys have seen.
I think Mike Zimmer said that for all the progress of the offense, he'd still like to see, maybe putting some games away
For
when
sure.
they're up 10 or 11. Is that an area that after the bye you'd like to see some progress with?
Oh, there's so much to be better than what today was. Again, similar to last week, you are glad you're learning after a win, but there's so much that we have to be better, and and we've got to be hungry to learn and hungry to correct, and not be content with a win in the sense that we feel we have to be better and practice and make adjustments with that sense of urgency.
How does a team get that killer instinct? How is that? It's obviously not something you should develop overnight, but like, do wins like this kind of jolt you in that direction?
I've really viewed every play and every game as, it's kind of its own entity. I mean, football is a game of momentum, but I really think that maybe that's more within games, than game to game. You just have to, keep going over your details. I mean, we would walk through our 2-minute in such detail all August, and I think, some of that detailed work is really paying off now too. So, putting in the time, putting in the preparation, I think, can oftentimes show itself in those moments.
When you say momentum, they scored a tie the game.
Right.
You miss a field goal.
Yeah.
They appear to have the momentum, yet you steal it right back. I mean, how important was that to kind of get that tie?
Yeah, it was up and down, right? I mean, we had it, we lose it, we have it, we lose it, but you just kind of have that next play mentality, what's important now, and I can't say enough about, Clint, giving us a plan in the 2-minute drill at the end of the regulation and then the drive and overtime, and then our players executing, offensive line protecting. I think that to drop back almost 50 times in the game today and not have a sack says a lot about our offensive line play and pass protection against what I think is a really good front. And, we made the plays when we needed to.
About the O-line, Darisaw, what'd you think of his?
I'm playing, so I can't really evaluate him.
You just talked about
Yeah.
the sacks allowed, obviously.
Yeah, I like I said, the offensive line has done an awesome job, and Christian had to have, played at a high level, and I'm proud of the way he played in his, first start.
Kirk, Mike was walking out here, he said, I'm worn out.
Yeah.
You've been in the league a long time, you've been through a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. What's just the human or
Yeah.
emotional toll of being in these kind of back and forth weird games?
Yeah, I'm spent. I mean, it's an absolute grind. It's an absolute grind every Sunday, and it takes everything I got. And I've been on the other side of those losses too in my career over 10 years, and so it's rewarding when you know how the other side feels too. To really enjoy it when you do make the play and win.
Kirk, 4 drives like this in 6 weeks, I think. You ever had anything like that in your career at any level?
I don't know. I know that in the NFL, so many games come down to the final possession. There's back and forth all game, but you kind of know if you're hanging around or they're hanging around that it probably will come down to the final drive, the final kick. That's just the way this league tends to work. I mean, we were literally taking the field to start the game, and Miami-Jacksonville was coming down to the final kick, and we were standing watching in the tunnel here on the TV. And it just reminded me again, I said, another game came down to the final play. This one probably will too, and it did.
Was anything, I guess, what was the mood in the huddle? Was anything said in that huddle before the game-winning drive?
I don't think so. I think it was just an understanding that you have to kind of reset the situation because you're in a 2-minute mode the series before, and now you have to say, okay, we're no longer in that mode. We're just moving the football, the clock. We have a lot of clock right now. They kind of reset everything. So you have to kind of change your frame of mind, and I think that's really where our conversation was.
Kirk, you had a 3rd and 2, I can't remember, 3rd, 4th quarter. People are probably thinking that's Dalvin time there, and you take your shot to Jefferson down the sideline. Is that just confidence that Clint maybe has to throw the ball down?
Well, the play had multiple options too, so if they had done something else, I probably would have been working to KJ or Adam, but the way they defended it was going to JJ, and yeah, we did start with a run call, and Clint changed it and went with that throw, and Justin made him right. It was a great play, great catch by him, and it's always big when you hit those 3rd downs, and the 3rd downs we didn't get, I feel like those are the plays when we talk about how we got to be better. There's going to be a few of those we're going to look at and see that we have to make those plays.
What can you say about Dalvin Cook? I mean, he gets
Yeah.
140 yards rushing, and then he says, he's not fully healthy, but he still has a game like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tremendous player, and he showed it today, and we were saying, we just need to get him a crease, because if you can get him a crease, he's going to make it happen, and he did a tremendous job today. We almost ran for 200 yards, so I'm really proud of Dalvin and our running backs and our tight ends, the way they blocked, and the offensive line. Everybody really did a great job contributing to make that happen.
When it comes to finishing in that mentality, Zimmer said he needs to work on it more. Dalvin Cook said it's us, it's the leaders, it's something we should do. Where do you fall on that?
you know, it's such a long game to get to the point where it's 28-28. There's so many moments throughout that, you know, can change that narrative if you take care of a play here or there. So it's really, I'm thinking first quarter, second quarter, you know, what can we do to not put us in that spot at the end there where we have to go to overtime. So, I mean, it takes everybody, but certainly, you know, as the game goes on, you know, players got to emerge and make plays. Thanks, guys.